I mean, you must be disappointed with the result, I guess.
Yeah, of course I am. I mean, one doesn't sort of go into something like this without wanting to come out at the other end successful. It's always, you know, an unhappy moment when you realise that you haven't been successful. But you know what? It's not the first disappointment I have had in life, and it won't be the last, I'm quite sure. So, onwards.
What do you do from here now?
Well, I've got a number of options politically, which I've already sat down with my team, and we've just reminded ourselves what those are. We've talked about them before, and we'll continue going through those in the next couple of days, 2-3 days, and then I'll make a decision as to what I'm going to do.
A new party?
I'm not going to talk about what those options may be or where they rank at the moment, and in the likelihood of being the course of action that I decide upon.
Do you think that this will kill UKIP?
I don't think UKIP will die entirely. I think what the party has embarked upon now is an extremely challenging set of events. Interim leadership, a new leadership contest. It's got to hold National Executive Committee elections in any case, which have been postponed twice already, which I don't think should have been. And indeed the local government elections in May. There's a huge set of challenges for the party, and at the same time it's got to somehow unite itself, having now rejected a new draft constitution. So I think they're going to have their work cut out to be influential in the Brexit debate and in influencing what happens to this country afterwards.
Do you think they'll regret losing you as leader?
The party has a bit of a habit of shooting itself in the foot and not necessarily realising it's done it. They may do, but you know, I wish the party good luck. I wish the interim leader good luck, and whoever takes over from the interim leader. Somebody has to do this job effectively. I think it won't be UKIP, because I think UKIP has just taken itself off the battlefield.
But have you taken them off the battlefield too, by the way you behaved?
No, the NEC knew exactly what the array of challenges were if they embarked upon a vote of no confidence.
But you dated someone with questionable views, to say the least,
right,
about one of our members of our royal family.
And if you look at my background, you'll see that I'm a staunch royalist myself. Look, we've moved on from that. Anybody who's listening to the debate in that hall today realises that we've moved on from that. What this was about was a whole range of other things, and it was about the constitutional reform, and it was about organisational reform, and it was about the powers that the NEC have, whether they should continue to have them. There was a whole array of different issues that were brought up. We've moved on from that debate.
Will you now get back together with Joe Marnie? There's no reason why you shouldn't. You're no longer leader of the party.
I've come out of that hall. I've heard the result. I'm doing media interviews. You know, let's see what the future brings. You know, there's an awful lot in my private life that I need to sort out now. That I said I would sort out in the coming days after the CGM, and that's what I'll do.
So perhaps they were right to get rid of you if you're willing to potentially date someone again who's got racist views.
I said to a media interview a couple of days ago, what this country is facing is the biggest decision that it is, or biggest issue that it's faced since World War II, leaving the European Union and defining its trajectory beyond that. The other day we had 16 people killed in the United States, 6 people stabbed in Paris. There are huge challenges of national and international importance, and people are wondering about whether or not I'm dating somebody and whether or not I've sent a Valentine's card to somebody. And
because it matters. It matters who our political leaders are dating and what their political views are.
What matters is the perpetuation of this over a long period of time has hurt a lot of people. The press interference with my wife, with my children, the fact that my children have been posted online by people who I think are nothing but despicable. I think this is actually the story here. It is about the irresponsible behaviour of the media and of other people, including people in the party, who have exploited a personal situation which has been uncomfortable for everybody directly involved for political purposes. And I tell you what, I think it's unacceptable.
Some might say, if only Joe Marnie hadn't made those comments, though, you wouldn't have got yourself in this situation. We wouldn't be reporting it. Are we responsible for what she said?
But you know what? In private, one-to-one Facebook messages, over a period of years, I think that anybody under the age of about 27 will be going, there but for the grace of God go I. And I know that there are people in political parties, not just this one, who are not standing for office because they are fearful of exactly that. Something that they have said to somebody years ago, and now this is where we are. We are now saying that that's something they can never be forgiven for. That's a decision made partly by the media who are thinking that this is a good story.
We will make America great again.